somebody to give me that answer. Somebody, speak up. When you woke up this morning, what else? When you started training, young men, your tryout started when you took your first breath.
Welcome to another episode of a different basketball podcast. My name is Jordan Mount. I am finally back from my 1 week vacation. I was out in Los Angeles. Side note, it's a great trip. Shout out to Mark Virgin, his wife, James and Mike Amaday, Neil Everett, Spencer Friedman, Seth Moses, Brad Lawson, Rex Chapman, and everybody else that made the trip worth mentioning. I'm really excited today. We have the brand new Fresno Fire head coach, Renaldo Majors. You're probably the most famous person that we've had on the show so far. So I really appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you, man. I'm happy to be on. Thank you.
So how does it feel to be the new Fresno Fire head coach?
Actually, it feels awesome, man. Like when Dave called me and we talked about it, and I talked to Spencer and we made the deal finalized. It gave me a joy that I don't know, man. It's unexplainable. I was so happy because it's what I want to do. I want to coach. I want to pass down this knowledge of basketball. It's something I want to do. Like, I want to build great men and build great teams. Like, honestly, Jordan, it's like a real blessing, and I'm so excited. Like, I even started writing up plays and rules in my notebook and everything, like, for how my team and everything. So I'm very excited. I can't wait for February and training camp to start.
So it's a little background. The Fresno Fire is a brand new TBL team out in Fresno. How did you first find out about the team? And then, I think you were the first call, like you were the first choice for the head coach. And so that's got to be a joy for you as well. So, how'd you hear about the team and how'd that ball get rolling?
Honestly, it's funny because one of my buddies on Facebook tagged me in the Fresno Fire. They had put up a post and he tagged me. Was like, man, maybe Renaldo Majors be a good candidate. And then I hit up Mags and we went from there, and it just happened from there. And it's crazy how timing is. Like, everything is time, and the time was right, and it just happened. It was just a match made. I'm from Fresno. I wouldn't say I'm from Fresno, but I played at Fresno State, and I got a lot of ties at Fresno. So it's like going back home, man. It's like going back home.
That's awesome. Wait, is the Fresno State? What's your mascot?
We're Bulldogs.
Bulldogs. You and Paul George, man.
Paul George, yeah, we got a few. We got Paul George, Rayford Austin. We got a few stars that came through there. We got
Rayford Austin went to Fresno State?
Yeah, Rayford Austin went to Fresno State.
Wow.
Yeah, Rayford Austin and then Paul George. Actually, it's so funny when I went to Fresno State, the last time I was there visiting, I actually met Paul George and we went to a basketball game, and you seen it in his eyes that he wanted to be just one of the greats. You seen he like, I'm going to be one of the greats, mate. He kept saying that over and over, like, I'm going to be one of the greats. I'm going to be one of the greats. And it's so funny that he really is. So,
man, he played in Indiana, for the Pacers. So I saw him, growing up. I was watching him play all the time. He's so good. He's incredibly good, and he works hard too. Like, there's he's incredible. Really. So I want to give a little background on you for the viewers on the show. I'm going to run down your resume real quick. Stop me when you want, but this is a really impressive resume. You're 38 years young. You're from Chicago. You played at Carver High School, where there's a lot of legends. Tim Hardaway. You played at South Plains Junior College, Fresno State. Played in the CBA. Then you played in the D-League. You got a call up to the Warriors to play for the Bakersfield Jam. You're a D-League All-Star, USBL champion, D-League Sportsmanship Award winner, D-League Defensive Player of the Year, D-League champion, all first-team D-League, TBL legend. You're the D-League logo. And you're the D-League all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, man.
I'm out of breath saying all those things.
I just let you know that I love basketball. I love basketball. I love basketball.
That's an impressive resume. Okay, when you see the D-League logo and you're like, all right, that's me. Like, does that bring a joy to you, or you're just like, whatever?
Well, I don't know. It's still not official. Like, it's 50-50. Like, half people say it's me, then another half say it's not me, but they was thinking of me. So I don't know. But honestly, it's like, just even be mentioned in that breath just says a lot, because I played in that league because I wanted to keep playing. I didn't want to play overseas, and I knew my chance of making the NBA wasn't going to be good. So I just wanted to keep playing that league and help other guys get there, the younger guys, show them the way. And I eventually ended up playing like 10, 12 years. And that's how the records came and the scoring and everything, because like I said, I love playing. I didn't like missing games, so I made sure I played however many games it was each season. Like I played and played and played, and that's how the numbers got there.
Yeah. I think that what's your most impressive or what's your most proud moment as a player in your career? I know you've had a really long career. What's the most proud that you could say, okay, this is where I'm the most proud of myself here?
Actually, I got two, if that's okay.
You could say five.
No, honestly, but like these are two mine. Like the first one I have to say is calling my dad, letting him know I made the NBA. That was like the best feeling, like because he died the year after that, and all he wanted ever was to see a major jersey name on the back of an NBA jersey, major name. So like calling him and letting him know I made the NBA, and we both crying over the phone, and that just to this day right now that still give me chills because it was so powerful because like I knew I made him so happy, and him dying the next year just let me know he was at peace. He was finally at peace, and he was okay with transitioning to the next, level in life, But my second one is just making the professional team my rookie year because I had to beat out 7 rookies who they drafted, in the CBA. It was the Gary Steelheads, and they drafted 7 players. And honestly, I didn't know what I was about to do. I was about to get a regular job, and Coach Tickner, he ended up calling me and was like, I found your game tape in the bottom of the barrel, and we want to know if you want to come in and try out for the Gary Steelheads. I'm like, sure. Like, you got to beat out 7 guys, 7 rookies we drafted. And I was like, I don't care who you drafted. I'm going to beat them out because this is my destiny now. Like, this lets me know, like, God wants me to play basketball. Man. There's no stopping me. And from that day on, it's just my journey started, and I ended up here now. Like, I'm just so blessed. I'm so blessed to have a great career and do all the things I've done. And that's just because that's God, that's great family, and that's health.
Your dad's story gave me chills when I heard it, man. That's it almost made me cry a little bit. I mean,
Yeah,
that's incredible. Gosh,
That
dang.
was my best friend, man. And that was my best friend. That was my mentor. And I called him after every game. And it's just sad because my son won't be able to see him, like, and talk to him. So he could just be around him because to be around my dad was just life. Like, everybody loved him and spoke highly of him. And he was just always uplifting and encouraging. And that's how I try to be. I try to uplift and try to encourage. That's why I know I'm be great at coaching because I'm going to build guys up. Like, sometimes I'm going to beat you down, but I'm going to build you up. I'm going to keep you inspired. I'm going to keep you motivated. I'm going to keep you wanting to get better and better, So it's like, that's why I'm ready to really coach and mentor these kids.
I think that, all throughout your career, and you've mentioned it before, you've kind of taken a mentorship role every step of the way. Let's talk a little bit about the Gary Steelheads and kind of your mentors from that team and the CBA and how that's helped you out throughout your career.
It's great that you mentioned that because, like, I'm not the player I am without that first year in the CBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I came in, like, I was a 22-year rookie. I was 22 years old, and I had real veterans. Like, nowadays, you go to the minor leagues, and your veterans like 26, 27. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had veterans that was 35, 36, like Shelly Clark, played for the University of Illinois, you know what I'm saying, back in the early 90s. Never got a chance to play in the NBA, but was a great minor league player. Jamil Rich, one of the best point guards I ever played against, like a real leader. Like David Graves, one of the all-time leading scorers at the University of Notre Dame, you know what I'm saying? But he never got a chance to play in the NBA. But Darren Hancock, he played in the NBA. Like, he's a legend in Atlanta. He played against all the greats in the NBA during that early 90s era, So it's like I had real veterans teaching me the game, not letting me shortcut the game, not letting me cheat the game, making sure I was a professional on and off the court that rookie year. So, like, that rookie year was, like, probably my best year of learning the game, just learning how to be a professional, learning work ethic, learning how to carry myself. Like, that first year was so important to my development, and that's what I'm trying to be now to kids and show them the ropes because I got shown the ropes at an early age, and that helped me throughout my career.
There's a lot of young players that come through. Like I think the average age of I don't know the actual statistic, but all the rookies right now are, even in the league are like 18, 19, but now TBL rookies are probably 22 to 23, 24 years old. And so that's young.
That's really young.
You're just kind of just now starting to learn how to become professional, starting to learn how to go through life. And I think you're just going to do a really good job with that. Let's talk a little bit about, that DLeague experience for you. You jumped from the CBA. You went right to the DLeague. Is that correct?
Yeah. I played the first year in the CBA. Then I went USBL. Then after that, I went to the DLeague.
Okay. Now, what the experience in the DLeague? You played for some really good coaches then too. name a couple of those guys and how they impacted you.
Well, actually, I played I would say 3 of the best coaches. Like Dave Yeager first for the Dakota Wizards. Dave Yeager, he was the head coach for the Sacramento Kings. I'm just a true basketball head. He knows the game in and out. Great motivator. Like he just couldn't get his break with the Kings, and he was with the Grizzlies as well. He just never could really get that break and show his really coaching skills. Then after that, I played for Nate Bajorkin. He's the assistant coach for Toronto Raptors right now.
Okay.
What I'm saying? He just won a ring last year, and I was so happy. Well, I should say the year before that, I was so happy that he won the ring. And he was like one of my best coaches because no matter what, he was the player's coach, but he also like drew the line of respect. Like you're going to respect me, but I'm a player's coach. I understand what you guys going through. I've been in your shoes. I know what's going on, but at the same time, you're going to respect me as a man. But as a coach, you can come to me and talk to me anytime you want. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you need something, if I can help you out, I'll help you out. And he was just awesome, like awesome. And then my other coach is Will Voigt, who I played for in Bakersfield Jam. Like he was a great person, great man, great father, great husband. Like he was just awesome in so many ways. So like I really got a chance to learn the game from 3 great coaches in the D-League, and that's just going to help me because I always can like reflect on the things they showed me and the things I learned from them. So when I want to incorporate into my system and how I want things to be when I become a head coach, so it's like I really been blessed. Like as far as like the players, play with great players and be coached by great coaches. So I've been blessed, Jordan. I've been blessed.
I think I got 2 things. I want to touch on how you talk about your coaches and you say how they're a great father and husband. And I think that's so mature of you to say because, we talk about basketball and we're like, okay, he's a really good coach, X's and O's guy, great guy. But you've got the whole sphere. And I think that's why you're going to really succeed is because you understand, boom, I could be a great coach, and a great father and a great husband and a great friend and a great brother and a great, whatever it may be. And now you're all well-rounded. And I think that's super mature of you to say. And I'm learning more from this conversation, than I have. So, this is great.
No, but that is my motto. And like, honestly, like I want to coach, but I want to open up my own center called Major Development because I want to develop kids like how to walk, how to talk when a microphone is in front of your face, how to carry yourself on the court, how to respect the game. Like, I don't want you to just be great on the court. I want you to be great off the court as well. And I expect that of my coaches, my players, and everybody. You can expect that from me. I'm not going to just be great on the court coaching you. I'm going to be great off the court, doing the right things, showing the right things. So, like, it's big. Like, I want the player. I want everything about the player. Like, I want you to be great overall, like, not just in certain areas. I want you to be great overall. So that's what I'm building.
Have you ever seen, David Magley, his brother Pat Magley has a ministry. Up in Heroes. It's called Heroes Camp. Oh, it's incredible. It's weirdly enough, I went up there like a month ago, and I played and I met Pat and all that stuff. And when I came back to Indianapolis, I was at an AAU tournament and like I saw like 5 guys with a Heroes Camp shirt on.
Wow. See that?
And I'm like, that's incredible.
And I want to actually. Is he still doing those camps?
Oh yeah, he's running it. You got to come if you ever come to Indiana. Go to you got to go to South Bend, get with Mags, and go up there. It's super nice.
That's not from Chicago, and I want to go up to Chicago next summer and let my son see my mom and them. I might have to do that because I really want to do that. I've seen him doing that, and I haven't met him or got to know him, but he just seemed like an awesome man. He really seemed like an awesome man.
He's very either you really like him or you don't, but he's just so real with people that. Yeah. You have to respect him. He's got respect from everybody. Whether you like him or you don't, he has respect.
And sometimes respect is better than love and liking. But I like everybody, so I know I like him.
Hey man, it's with that smile, man. It's hard to not like you. I haven't heard one person say a bad thing about you yet. I'm like, come on, man, Renaldo. You can't be all great. Yeah, but you don't. They're like, no, we love him. We love him. He's great.
I had to develop. Like in my early days, I was a little knucklehead, but I had to develop. I had to grow. Like, and that's what I want these young men to know. Like, hey, we all have a past. We all done did this or whatever it is you done did to make you go down this road. It's okay. Like now, just get better from this day forward and keep going and get better. So that's what I'm about. Getting better each day.
Let's talk a little bit about. I watched the video on YouTube. It's like from 2014. It's Dave Yeager talking about. He's like, we're about to go on a road trip, and I'm kind of telling guys what's going on. And he's like, at the end, I say, and Ronaldo's packing up to leave on a flight tomorrow morning to go to Golden State. And everybody's like, oh gosh, talk about that experience. How was that? How crazy was that?
That was like I said, like it's like my I don't know, like my soul left my body. It wasn't real, like Jordan. It was not real. Like I just know we just had played a game, and I was sitting out. We just played a game that night, and I was just going up to my room, and a few of my buddies was coming up because we actually about to play Monopoly. We was big Monopoly heads. Like we loved like Jordan. You think I'm lying? Like we was competitive as hell playing Monopoly. Like Monopoly, like that's serious game. Like if you come there playing around, a fight might happen if you don't make the right moves and right deals. So we was going to play Monopoly. I remember, and the commissioner of the league, I said the president of the league, Chris Alpert, was like, Renaldo, I need to talk to you. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, are you sitting down? I'm thinking it's some bad news. I'm like, oh, okay, do I need to be sitting down? He's like, no, well, you just got called up to the Golden State Warriors. Oh, I'm talking about, my body went lifeless. Like for 20 minutes, I just praised the Lord. Like I just praised the Lord. Then I called my dad after that. But like the first 20, 30 minutes, like, oh my goodness, whatever best feeling you ever felt, that's what I felt. That's like whatever, like what they say, euphoric. I don't know, euphoric feeling. I don't know. Like it felt like the best feeling ever. Like I don't know. It felt amazing. Like it's kind of making me choke up a little bit now because it's like I did it for my whole family. You know, like the weight was finally. My dad was a great player. I don't know if you've heard of Ricky Green, but if you look at Ricky Green, he played back in the 70s, a great NBA player. And my dad played with him in high school, and he was about to win the state championship, and he ended up getting kicked off the team because, you know what I'm saying, he was fighting with the gangs, and he never got a chance to be great. And he always said, like, be great. I had a chance to make the NBA, and I messed up, and I know a major can play in the NBA, and just to get that call up and for him to hear that a major's in the NBA and the next day get to see a major name on the back of a jersey, it's just still like, that's still my greatest compliment. As well, having my son, but my son is first because he's my life and he's my hair. He's going to carry the torch. But that feeling was great for my dad to see that and hear that.
Yeah, real quick. I know who Ricky Green is. He's a legend.
Yeah,
legend. So my grandpa played in the 70s too. So yeah, like he would talk about Ricky Green. Yeah, he knows.
Ricky Green was bad, and my dad, no lie, like, I used to bust him up, and even though like even the friends were like, be like, your dad was better than Ricky Green. Like even in practice, everybody like, Ricky Green is good, but Ronald Major is so much better. But it's just like he was dealing with gangs and other stuff, and it's just like he couldn't get on the right track. But that's why he was just big on me making the NBA and just to make it in. Because he cried more than me on the phone. Like he really was crying. Like I'm like, come on, dude, you supposed to be tougher than me. Like you cry like a big baby. Like, do I need to come over there and hold you? So it was just awesome, Jordan. It was awesome.
I'm not gonna hold you, man. I'm about to cry on this podcast. This is gonna be bad. I'm bad. Yeah, I'm about to cry on this podcast right now. I think it's great. I was gonna touch on this later on the show, but people were asking me, they're like, "Hey, who do you got on this week?" And I said, "Renaldo Major." I said he loves being a dad. That was my response to, they're like, oh, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Man, he loves being a dad. I think he's a great dude."
I love like every day, like, oh, I love being a dad. Like even when my son is getting dropped off, I'll be waiting at the door like a big old kid. That out. Yeah, because I'm sorry, like a big old kid just waiting on him. Like I love everything about like parenthood and being a dad and just showing him the ropes. Like I love hearing "Dada" 1,000 times a day. Like "Dada, Dada, Dada." I love that. Like it gives me power. Every time he says it, like it gives me power. Like I can't live without my son. That's why I made the move here. Like I retired last year in the prime of my career. And it's funny, you like 37, prime of your career, but I was still great at what I do, Jordan. I just went to the championship game. I was averaging 25 and 10 in the finals, like at 37 years old. Like I was still good at what I do. And even my coach is like, you're the best player in the TBL and you can play another 4 or 5 years easily. And I could, like honestly, right now, I'm still great at what I do. I still can go out there right now and dominate. Like that's all I'm saying. Like if my teammates, I shouldn't say teammates, but if my players feel like they can battle me, we can go to the court and battle this out. I can let you know, like, no, this is what I really do. But no, I'm ready to coach. But like I was saying, like it's time to coach, and it was time to move out here with my son, and that's why I did that. And it was tough at first because I moved out here with no job and no apartment. But God made a way, and I'm sitting there blessed, and I have everything I need, and now I'm even more blessed with a job that's close to Fresno, so I could stay here in Bakersfield. I could travel to Fresno. I still could raise my son, and I got my nephew out here. I'm training him as well, so it's like I got both of them under my wing, and I'm happy, Jordan. I'm happy. very happy.
I think that's great to hear, and I'm happy for you. I mean, you are very blessed, and I think that, I'm blessed as well to be a part of TBL, and I get to talk to you and learn from you. I think this is amazing. Let's I know time is dwindling down a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about TBL and what you thought about the competition in Yakima when you were playing, and how actually how good the league is, because there's a lot of really good players that play in this league, and kind of talk about that a little bit.
Well, I'll say, like, I want to thank, man, Dave Macklin and Evan Macklin. Like, those guys allowed me to end my career the way I wanted to, because I was leaving the G League because I didn't know what I wanted to do with Jordan. Like, I didn't know if I wanted to coach or keep on playing. And, I got a call that Dave was starting the league up, and I'm like, okay, let me try this league out. And once I got there, the league was just everything I anticipated would be. Like, a few teams struggled, like just making, like, I don't know, I would say quarter like fans and getting fans and this and that, but for the most part, the league was awesome. It was just like a springboard for a lot of players. Like, do you want to go to the G League after this? Do you want to go overseas? Like you can't just come here and just think, okay, this TBL league is a fugazi league or it's not a good league. No, it was really talent. It was like a lot of talent, mainly like in the big area, the Yakima Sun Kings, and so I would say the New York area, Albany. We was two good teams, but overall the league was really good. Like, it had good core players, and honestly, that's why I wanted to stay in this league and honestly coach. That's why I was happy that Dave Magley allowed me to be a coach, and I didn't want to be an assistant. I wanted to be a head coach in this league. So I was happy that he allowed me to be a head coach, because there's so much talent here, and I want to just help these guys get there, because I know what it takes to get to that next level, whether G League or overseas, because I was in a position. I started from the bottom, so it's like I know what it takes, and that's why I'm like, I just want to let them know, like, don't look at this league as like just any other league or just a league that you're just going to come in and BS around or just say, okay, this TBL, this league is not real. It is real. It can take you to where you want to be if you think of aspiration of G League, like I say, overseas, or maybe one day NBA, because it is possible, even though it's a 1% or 2% chance. There's a chance that you really can make your dreams come true with this league. So when you come here, make sure you take it serious and make sure you give it your all, and make sure you're going 100%, and make sure you're doing the right things off the court as well on the court, because you don't want to get a league of black eyes. So it's like, this TBL really can grow, and I'm just happy that I'm allowed to grow with it, because the NBA and the G League and the TBL, that's how it should be. That should be the three top leagues in North America, or I should say the United States, because, I mean, the G League is one of the top leagues, but if you're not a G League, you should want to play in the TBL, because the TBL is a great league, and it's only going to grow and grow and grow, and the more we market it and the more players we get, it's just going to continue to grow, and maybe one day it can surpass the G League. You never know.
You never know, man. And I'm blessed to be here with you and grow the league as well. It's an exciting time, with all the COVID stuff going on. Maybe players don't go overseas; they just play here.
No, it's going to be. I'm
you don't
saying
know.
A lot going to stay in. This TBL is going to blow up. Like, I just see it, and I want to be a part of it. Like, because it was just like the G League was. The D League started off. My first year in the D League, it was 2007, and it wasn't as good as it is now, and it just continued to grow and grow. And next thing you know, it's one of the top leagues in America. I will say the top league if you're not in the NBA. So it is the top league in the United States. That's why TBL could be just like that, and I want to be a part of that.
Well, Renaldo, I really appreciate you. We don't got time for your speed round today, unless you want to do it. I know you got to go. You can do it.
Yeah, we got time. I'll be a little late. My son understand. He understand.
I got you right here. We're gonna time it up. Speed round. If you can beat me, I got 15 questions. If you can get all 15, you win. If not, I get the win. So you ready? You ready for it? We're getting a little competitive, not Monopoly competitive, but we're here.
All right, let's go. I'm with it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Favorite movie?
Titanic.
Favorite TV show?
Martin.
Favorite cartoon growing up?
Tom and Jerry.
Favorite music genre?
Hip hop.
You have one snack you can take on the road. What is it?
Fruit snacks.
Where's the best food in Fresno?
Denny's.
Chicago pizza or New York pizza?
Chicago.
Favorite sports team?
The Bulls.
Favorite sports growing up?
The Bulls.
If you didn't play basketball, what would you play?
Baseball star, center field, 5'2" player.
That was specific. Favorite animal?
Lion.
If any actor could play you in a movie, what actor would it be?
Denzel, let's go, baby.
What is the best place to go on vacation?
My house. I just want to be at home.
Favorite player growing up?
Michael Jordan, also T-Mac.
Got 3. Favorite coach Favorite coach right now. 3, 2,
Bill Jackson.
1. All right. You got me, man.
Yes, sir.
You got me a little bit. Oh, wait. Hold on. It says 109. Oh, you can't see that number, but it's 109. But we started going at 9 seconds, so you got me. You got me.
Oh, no, but when you said favorite food in Fresno, I'm like, Diddy's. I'm like, come on, bro.
Come on, not Diddy's, man.
I couldn't think of nothing. I was about to say Marie Callender's, but I don't know if they're still open.
Well, Renaldo, thanks again for coming on the show. That was a great interview. I had a lot of fun. Not only are you super intelligent, but you got one of the biggest hearts in TBL, and you just joined. So I think that's amazing. And thanks again to all the listeners that came on the pod today. TBL will be in Enid, Oklahoma, for the first combine next week, August 1st. Come out, register at thebasketballleague.net. And again, Renaldo, man, I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you, Jordan, man. Thank you so much, man. And I can't wait to meet you in person.
It's going to be fun, man. I'm going to be out there in California.
Yes, sir, my brother. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Appreciate you.
All right, Jordan.
Stand up, the energy is live this year. 2020, that's the vision, and we seeing it clear. We seeing it clear. So everybody stand up. This a different type of vibe. Sit back, enjoy the ride as we take a